It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means? It's time for Randomity with the Random Christian Show. Today, Christian welcomes comedian Maggi Mayfield. Random Christian Show is now officially sponsored by PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. Check out their summer drink specials today. Find the nearest PJ's Coffee to you at pjscoffee.com. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group created by Colonel James Neil Broadus, composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. Intro music provided by The Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. You can now watch past episodes of The Random Christian Show on your Roku on the Associate Productions channel. Catch up on all the episodes you've missed today. Next week on The Random Christian Show is horror author, writer, director, and producer CJ Vecchio. My name is Andy, and now here's your host, Christian Random.
Wow. That was weird because it went way too smooth, Andrew. Oh, wait. Andrew's here. All right. Very well.
Wait, I'm still on the podcast. I didn't get fired. This is
Ain't
great.
nobody getting fired. You got to quit.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have too low self-esteem to fire anybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Please stay. Which,
How
by
you
the way,
doing?
Maddie, we love you. So
Yeah, Matt. We love you, man. Hope everything is going well, buddy.
Yep. I am well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. All is well. The sun is shining in Salem. I can't be upset, man.
You are full of crap. You're in the Pacific Northwest, and it's actually sunshiny.
That's right. For the last 3 days, no less. So
I'm not sure I believe you, but okay.
okay. All right. I could
Well,
point my camera to the window.
No, not the sun.
Right.
We're in the
Yeah.
Stark studio basement. We don't need the sun. Good afternoon. It is I, Christian Random. This is Tuesday, and we are rocking it on a Tuesday because Monday's over. We're just getting ready for the weekend because nobody cares about Wednesday or Thursday. We go straight into Friday and start everything all over. And it's 4th of July weekend. So,
But today bears extra special significance.
really?
Yeah. Today is the 96th birthday of a certain Mr. Mel Brooks.
Is that today?
That is today.
Seriously? I usually
Yeah.
get a reminder because I'm on a fan page thing. I'm
Well,
a
so
nerd for comedy.
I got all worried because he was trending on Twitter, and you know when old people start to trend on Twitter, it's one of two things.
Anyway.
Thankfully, he's still up and kicking. So yeah, 96 years old today. The man.
Wow. Dude, what a stud. He's
Yeah.
so amazing. In fact, I have not had, well, actually my daughters have watched Young Frankenstein with me. That's the one safe movie that I
Sure.
can have them
Oh, yeah?
watch.
Yeah.
And actually,
Otherwise, you got to explain a lot of stuff.
A lot. And I mean, they're at the age where they're going to get a lot of it, but like
Sure.
Father's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to pick 3 movies to watch. And
Right.
I'm like, well, I want something that girls are going to be into. And they're really like into young men now and things like that. So I did Roadhouse because you know,
Nice,
Patrick
of course.
Swayze's a stud. And
Yeah. Well, and that's
you
a
know,
killer movie too. I love
and
that movie.
dude, yeah, Roundhouse. And then I did I had another one lined up, but I just did Caddyshack, which
Of course.
they, of course we call
Right.
her.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. It was funny for me. They kind of missed some of the jokes. They laughed at the duty.
Oh,
because,
of course.
you
Yeah, because
know,
poop is funny. Right.
who would laugh at the duty?
Right.
And everything's fine. It was actually delicious. And then I was what was it? I had another movie I was going to play for him, but
Mhm.
anyway, they were like fading hard, so I
Sure.
went to a kind of famous or a favorite rom-com movie, which was
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle, which
Oh, okay.
they loved.
All right.
So got him back with the Tom Hanks
There you go. Of course. Yeah.
and Meg Ryan, which I know Meg's looks a little rough nowadays, but dude, I was so in love with her back in the day.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
She was just awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she still is. She's still a great
She's
lady
still
and
great. Yeah.
great actress, but
Yeah.
not like she's listening and going to care about my opinion. So doesn't really matter.
And if she does, that's even better.
Right? Yes. So Meg, come
That's
on
a
the show.
win for us.
Come on this show.
Yeah.
So speaking of the show, we're officially sponsored, by the way, just so everybody knows. PJ's Coffee right here. There's one in Platte City and going to be up in North Kansas City soon. Delicious PJ's Coffee. Look, they even have these cool mugs.
I like it. That is very cool. Oh, hey, nice.
It's perfect space right here underneath PJ's Coffee to put your random
the Random Christian Show sticker. I like it.
Yeah. So, and if you want one, please email us at therandomchristianshow.com and we'll get you some stickers sent out to you. And then of course our good friends over at the Associates Productions on the Roku channel, our good friends the Dead Campers, rocking us out and rocking us in. So thank you guys. We got all sorts of great stuff. Speaking of rocking, we got Maggie Mayfield on the line here.
I can't wait.
Up into the game.
This is gonna be fun.
She's like all over TikTok and on YouTube and stuff. Her clips are so hilarious. There was even a couple awkward ones where I was like, oh, she's got people heckling her and she just like slays them.
You know what? Yeah, I watched some of those too, and some of the fact that she never budges, she never lets the audience control the show.
Yeah.
Right? Always in control. And again too, I have so much respect for musicians, comedians.
Oh yeah.
Because just the fact, I mean, it's hard enough to write a song, but then to parody a song in a and keep a narrative on it too. It's one of the harder things to do.
Absolutely.
And just the fact that you're in the lights, you're sweating, you're trying to play guitar, right? Which is never easy to do.
And dealing with hecklers.
And you're trying to be funny. And that's just, I mean, it's incredible. So I can't wait to dissect all of this with her. Not really going to dissect it. We're just going to talk about it. I wanted to make it sound a little more in than it was. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There's a lot of build up there, Andy, and I'm
nothing. I know, for nothing.
She's not nothing. Oh, now you're calling our guest nothing.
No, I'm not calling our.
All right,
guest
we're gonna
nothing.
fight, dude. We're gonna fight.
All right. Yeah, here.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side.
Stop it! Stop hitting. All right.
Okay, I'm calling my mom. But hey, that's what this show's about. That's right, the Random Christian Show, right there. We got some other great guests coming up. Make sure you guys are out there passing the word around, following, subscribing, reviewing whenever you can. That would be so awesome. Even if it's 2 or 3 stars, but we know you would put a 5-star.
We appreciate an honest review. That's what we appreciate.
5 stars. 5.
We appreciate honest 5-star reviews.
That's the proper wording, Andrew. Hey, speaking of we respect things, I got a little challenge that I'm going to start putting out to our listeners here and viewers as well. I forgot we are doing the live stream, which by the way, we're really starting to get some views. There's a little thing going on called Run to Stop It. It's basically what it is. It's about stopping human trafficking. And actually, my church that I belong to helped start this.
Okay.
And we have a couple of guests that will be on later in a couple of months. Russ Tuttle, and who is part of he's the creator or overseer of the StopTrafficking.com project. And then Lee Robinson, who also works with that through a couple other things. But we're going to raise money right now. I've got this little clear plastic jar, and I guess we can do it through our Patreon site, or I have a PayPal or whatever. If you email me and ask me where to go, we do, like I said, we do have the Patreon site hooked to the website. You donate that money, I'm going to put it in this jar here, and I will keep a running total going on. In fact, I'm going to contribute some of my own money when I get my own money from my wife. And I'm going to try and get things kicked off, but it's a fantastic program, guys. Not that I'm going to be out there running because I just had my hip replaced and I would last
No,
about.
let's not have you run.
Yeah, no,
This is great.
I'm not going to run, but I will jog in my mind. And anyway, but it is an absolutely great cause and has been doing 100% of the money that is raised is like there is nothing kept for anybody except for this cause, and has made some major contributions and major dents in the stop trafficking, the human trafficking and children pornography industry, stopping it all. So it's a
All right.
great cause.
No,
So
that's great.
anyway, so
we will have instructions for this up on the randomchristianshow.com.
okay, yeah,
So you will know how to donate to this cause
absolutely
after this show.
Yeah, and actually, right now there is somebody through the church that is willing to match up to $25,000 raised.
Oh, that's incredible! All right.
So, yeah, just announced. It's actually 3 different companies that are combining their efforts, and so anyway, we're trying to help make that and get that going. Anyway, so now back onto the show, which, by the way, we actually have a little guest that's going to be stepping in and helping us out with the random 9 list today.
Okay.
It's I'm not sure if many people remember the old Saturday Night Lives where Emily Litella would come on the news and help with public service announcements and things like that.
She was the older lady that would sometimes sort of get confused over things, wasn't she?
She had a bit of a hearing problem.
A little bit of a hearing problem. Yeah. Okay. All right.
She'd misunderstand things and whatnot. So we were. In fact, let me enable the chat here. I forgot about that because pretty soon Corey's going to be coming on and going, "Hey,
right?
Well, can't I see my words?"
Yeah.
Well, you could see your words if dropped a little tab of acid every now and then, makes things visual. So anyway, I'm not encouraging that, Corey, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are. So before we bring Maggie in, we wanted to get our random 9 list out of the way, and it's very topical for this week, by the way. It's well, I mean, how do we call this here? It's basically we found laws, in light of what's been going on, we found 9 random laws that should be canceled. And these are actual laws. We did about 3 months worth of research because we knew this was coming up.
That's right. Yeah.
Actually, we did about 4 minutes worth of research, but we found 9 laws that we just think they should be canceled.
They heavily consider that they heavily need reconsideration.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Emily Litella actually had a son, and apparently he's been hanging out in their basement, and he does guest appearances.
And we were lucky enough to get him.
We were. And so I've got him outside. I'm gonna go get him.
Go bring him in. I'll set this up as best I can, and hopefully we'll jump into it here.
All right. Yeah, his name's Oswald Litella.
Oswald Litella,
also known as Lit Ozzy.
There you go. Okay.
After you meet him, I think you'll understand why
we'll sort of understand. Okay.
There's a little logic behind the name. So I'm gonna go get him.
Go get him. All right. So again, in light of recent news here, Christian and I and Lit Ozzy apparently contributed to our 9 random list of laws that just don't make any sense and should be reevaluated and canceled right away. And we didn't just look in the U.S. We looked all around. Wait, is he here? Is Lit Ozzy in the studio?
I can't figure out the green thing, man.
Dude, don't worry about the green. Dude, you don't.
A wall.
You don't smoke it.
You
walk in front of it.
What's up?
Dude.
Whoa!
Lit Ozzy, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
This is
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
This is
It is.
way better than my mom's basement.
How is your mom?
Okay. Oh yeah. Hold on. I got to put the what are these called? Cans? Trash cans.
Put the cans on, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, I can totally hear you.
There we go. All right. So, Lit Ozzy, dude, thank you for coming on. It's so great. Thanks for helping out with this list. So you found so why don't you start it off? What's the first law that you think should be canceled?
Yeah, dude. There's some crazy train. Yeah. What?
No,
what
you're
doing?
good. You didn't. Nothing from me. You got it. Yeah. Give me number 9, man. What's number 9?
Number 9, random laws that should be totally canceled. Number 9, no getting drunk in bars per Alaska. Dude, Alaska, yeah, but unless you're in your car, then it's cool. Or riding a moose, dude, because there's moose everywhere and they rock. Yeah, but you know what? No moose mounting. Moose mounting is usually a result of car drinking.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
I might be on board with this one.
Dude, trust me.
Just for how you term that last no moose mounting, I think we should probably keep that in place.
Whoa. That was right. Somebody mounted a moose.
Somebody mounted a moose. That was not good.
No, that was scary. Yeah, dude. All right. So
so I got number 8 here. Number 8, this is a real law in France. You can't die without a pre-purchased burial plot. How are you supposed to enforce that?
Dude, that's Does
the next of kin get the fine? Like, how does that? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just don't. Who's enforcing this too? Is there a task force that
well, this is how zombies come from, dude.
Exactly. That's it.
So I guess my God, all zombies come from France.
They're protecting us against.
It explains so much about the cheese and the wine.
I get it. All right.
But that rocks.
Hit us with number 7. What do you got?
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit you with my best shot. Number 7. Not only is that. Wow. Yeah.
Maybe back down on the shots before you come on the show next time, Ozzy.
Dude. Oh my God, we were rocking. We were playing art. We were playing Centipede, dude. It was awesome. Centipede for shots is awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I give you that, man.
I totally suck at Centipede. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Not only is pronouncing Arkansas against the law, but and this is where I get really confused. Keeping an alligator in your bathtub is also illegal.
You know, I would again. I don't know that this is a bad law because you should probably have the proper equipment to hold on to an alligator if you do in fact own one.
Maybe they're gator wrestling in the bathtub with oil.
Now you're opening up a completely different law that needs to be looked
into. Dude, it's a new WWE.
I think you're well. No, it's
WWA. Yeah. Dude, you're totally with me. Or NW. Oh my God, it's like NWA. Not wrestling alligators.
That's right,
dude.
That's right.
Oh, that rocks.
Yeah. Number 6.
Yeah.
This is a real
666, the number of the beast. Ow!
This is a real law in China. It is illegal to reincarnate without permission.
Well, then how do you do it?
Who's enforcing this? And how do you know if someone's reincarnated? Right?
Whoa, dude.
Do you wait until they grow up, that they become of legal age, and then did I blow your mind, Ozzy?
Oh my God, dude.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
What if I've already reincarnated and I didn't get permission? Oh, wait, I'm not in China.
You're not in China, but had you have been, you would have been answering to the man.
Yeah.
So,
oh, dude.
Yeah.
You mean,
all right.
You mean Ozzy? The real Ozzy?
That man, the man, the legal. Anyway.
Oh, the man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't trust Whitey.
Number
Do
5.
not trust Whitey. Number 5. Let's see. Number 5, in Connecticut, having an educated dog will land you in jail and the dog put in the pound and muzzled. Dude, this explains so much about the screwed up politics out east there.
Well, and you know what? We don't want the dogs taking over. I think that's
We really don't, dude. Have you seen
No.
Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, no,
Dude.
I think that's why this is in
That's
place.
so messed up.
Yeah.
I've seen it like 5 times. I saw the old ones and the new ones, and it's really whacked out, dude.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. I'm on board with this one. I think we can.
I ate it
we
with
can hold on
rum
to that.
flavored
Yeah.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Except there was no popcorn.
Right.
Woo! And we were playing Centipede. It was awesome.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
And I lost.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh
All right.
my God, that rocks.
Number 4, real law in
Number 4.
Sweden. You can't flush the toilet after a certain time.
Oh,
Apparently-
you know what? This is every day at my house.
Right. Apparently, the plumbing's so bad in Sweden that if you like live in a communal center, like a apartment building or something, and you flush, everybody can hear it. So
I'm hearing it now.
if you number 2 after 10, that's got to sit until the
Dude, there's a log rim jamming. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, well, and Ozzy, correct me if I'm wrong, but let's say we've had some nights where what we drank don't agree with us.
No, dude.
And you
the
got
floating forest.
you
The
gotta talk-
floating forest.
You got to talk to Ralph on
Oh.
the big white phone, and that stuff's just going to sit there.
Oh.
Just going to sit there overnight. So, yeah.
Well, not gonna lie, that's happened either way.
Dude, Ozzy, I'm sorry to bring you down. All right, let's go to
No, I'm
number 3.
just thinking about last night.
Right.
Woo! Yeah. All right. Well, what are we doing? 9 random laws that shouldn't have been canceled.
Yeah, number 3.
Number 3. That's right after 4. Don't buy junk from a drunk from a trunk that's crunk, putting it in a funk. Yeah. Oh, made a rhyme. I'm a rap master. What's up? All that hip hop rap is nonsense except for the first line. If you're in Wyoming.
Let
Well, but
Ozzy
we're
go,
not-
going all Limp Bizkit with it. I liked it, man. That was,
Dude,
that was pretty good. That was a
I
little, it was very Fred Dursty right there. I dug it. I dug it.
I could totally try out for them.
I think you should. Yeah.
Maybe I'll send them a YouTube video.
There you
It'd be
go.
awesome.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hip hop funk. Yeah. Drunk. Okay. Let's see. What
number
drunk?
2? Number 2.
No.
This is
Yeah.
a real law in our US of A, North Carolina. If you go to a hotel and register as a married couple, but you're not, your marriage is actually legalized by registering as a married couple. So if you need to do a wedding on the cheap,
Bro.
and you register as a married couple in North Carolina, and it is official.
Dude, me and my bro broke down out there. We had to get a
Please don't
hotel room.
Tell me you're legally married to your brother now because of this.
Dude.
I
I got
am-
problems.
You know what? I am so happy for you guys. Love is love. And
Dude.
I'm just going to let this, you know what?
Bro, dude, chicks. I'm totally into chicks.
Dude, I appreciate this. You guys are so.
There's a chick in the green room.
This is a blessed union. Yeah. So let's go to, so I think your mother will probably have a lot to say on this one, but give us your interpretation of number 1 here. What do you,
dude. Okay,
Yeah.
like I've heard a lot of people talking about this, and I'm, dude. All right, we all just need to chill out. This Roe versus Wade. Okay, I'm not sure what the big deal here is, but if you just want to get a little
Ozzy.
cooled off, then roll
Ozzy,
your pant
Ozzy,
legs up,
no,
dude,
no,
and kick off
Ozzy,
your
the-
shoes.
This
Go
is
wading.
about, Ozzy, I think
All right.
you're
But
not
hey,
getting
dude,
Ozzy.
if you want to
No,
get
you're
a
not.
good workout,
Ozzy,
and
Ozzy,
then like
Ozzy, you're
being in
not.
the water, go
No,
rowing.
get it, Ozzy, no. This is about abortions and legalizing abortions and a woman's right to choose everything.
Not rowing.
No, it has nothing to do
Wading
with.
in the water.
No, nothing to. I think this was a landmark historical decision that gave women the right to
Oh.
abortion, and all over the U.S. Not so.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
What?
That's something totally different.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Yeah. So
Well,
let's
I
go
guess
back to the moose mounting.
guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree there, Lit Ozzy.
There's a tree in here?
Uh,
Oh, dude.
Ozzy, man, thank you.
Wasn't there supposed to be a drum roll or something?
Yeah, we might have missed it. But Lit Ozzy, man, thanks for hanging out and
Dude,
doing the
there's
random
stuff
nine.
on this board here. Oh my God, what was that?
Can we get
that was awesome.
can we get security in to get security in to get Lit Ozzy out of the can we get
what? Okay, I gotta go.
all right,
My ride's here. We're gonna go get nachos and some rum and Captain Morgan's. Yeah,
get it.
dude,
Get
this
it.
song rocks. I'm out. Peace.
Way to go, Ozzy. Way to go. So right when Christian comes back, we will bring in our guest, the hilarious Maggie Mayfield, and she's going to give us all the ins and outs on her show. Also, let us know when she's going to be appearing next year, and we just can't wait to get in and see what's up with Maggie Mayfield, and hopefully Christian can escort Lit Ozzy to the proper area and give him like pretzels and something to absorb whatever he's been hitting there.
Good. Oh, dude, that guy's a ball of energy.
Yeah, that was a lot. It was kind of a lot. So
It was kind of a lot.
a little bit, but
I'm a little scared.
I would agree.
Ozzy was he all right? Was he cool? I was upstairs talking to his ride, and
Yeah,
that guy was a trip.
Not bad. But let's talk to our guest.
Hey, yeah, we should bring our guest in. That'd be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, now coming to the stage, there she is, Miss Maggie Mayfield. Maggie.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
How are
whoa.
you?
What's happening?
Don't get all dark and sultry now. You're like,
I
"Hi."
do. I can't see you guys on my screen. I know we practiced this
Probably
before, but
better.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're not. We are not the best looking podcast.
Hey.
Don't talk about my friends that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're so-
See, Andy.
What?
Nobody likes a downer, dude.
Sorry, well, that's my job on the show. I'm supposed to be the downer.
Well, and it's also important for you to show up. But all right. Hi, Maggie. Hey-o.
Hi. Whoopsies.
Oh.
I'm watching this on Facebook also.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
so I can see you there too. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
I know.
All right.
everything's
I know how to
fine.
make it work. It's fine.
Yes.
Atta girl.
Ah.
You know my mom always used to say, she's like, you know what fine stands for, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Is
people.
that a thing that like people have always said and I just didn't know? Like, okay.
If you've ever been to an AA meeting, yes.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I forget. I forget when I heard it first, but yeah, I heard it. I'm like, oh man, that sounds great, and then immediately forgot it. And whenever anybody mentions that afterwards, like, you know what fine stands for? I'm like, I used to. It's okay.
I heard it was.
I'm fine. I got it.
I'm not sure, but it means.
Well, you're welcome. Now you'll remember today and you can forget it
I
tomorrow.
There you go. Perfect. That's normally how it works.
Forget what? Forget what?
Exactly.
What do we forget?
Right. So Maggie, how are you doing?
Exactly. I'm good. I'm fine.
Good.
I'm better than fine.
There you go. Great. There you go.
What's fine stand for, Andy?
Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and
Emotional.
thank you.
Oh, here, Andy, here we go.
Nailing it. Nailing it.
No, damn it.
Nothing. What'd you do? Did you break it again?
There, I got that.
That's,
Yeah.
that's proper.
Suck
Yeah.
on that, Andy. All right.
No thanks.
So, Maggie, now the show's all about you. Now it's all about you. So,
Okay.
so what's been going on, Miss Maggie? You are a working fool, lady. You are like, okay, let's just go down the list of all your titles for one. Comedian
Okay.
extraordinaire, musician,
Yeah.
actress, and voiceover artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Voiceover actor,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's a nuanced part of acting, right?
Okay, yeah.
It's true.
I think you can be good at acting and bad at voiceover work, right?
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
You can be really good at
voiceover artist.
You could be really good at voice acting and not be good at on camera, right? So
That's true.
Yeah.
That is
so
very
I
true.
don't know. Yeah. So no, I think it's a skill that should be applauded.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a list of voice.
Are we best friends now? Is that what just
Yes,
happened?
I think we are. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we do karate in the garage? All right.
You play drums? There it is. Got my soundboard working.
I never hear that at a show. Let me just say.
No, but you hear a lot of this. Canned laughter.
That is. Can you imagine showing up to a show, like a comedy show, and then someone plays up? I need to do that now. That would be amazing. I'm so unconfident in my own stand-up that like I need to play. That would
have it all plugged into an amp. You're like, oh, and by the way, if you don't laugh, I will.
This is when you're supposed to laugh. That's the best. I love that. I know.
Right.
I can't believe I never thought of this before.
You just have it ready to go on your phone and just put it right up to the mic and just have the laughter go. That'd just be great.
I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm dead.
And that reminds me of Hedberg, because he would always do his with the sunglasses on. He's like, and I drew an audience enjoying my set on the inside of my eyelids much more than you guys are.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Rest in
He was a
peace, dude.
genius.
Man,
Yeah.
that's so great.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I know you just got done doing a commercial, Miss Actress. And you've been doing some voiceover work. What do you specialize with your voiceover work? Where did all that come from?
Well, I specialize in doing romance novels.
Oh yeah, you talk
Nice.
dirty.
I read dirty. There's a difference.
You're one of those 976 operators, aren't you?
You know,
Hi, I'm Maggie.
I wish I were that creative. I like you ever have like, I don't know if you've ever done this, but like have phone sex with someone and they're like, say, and what do you say? Like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
You're
Yeah.
you're really turning me on. Yeah, blow harder. Yep. No, to the left. To the left.
Right.
No, right. You're doing it wrong, you idiot.
The act itself is already complicated enough, and now you want me to like describe in words what to do? God bless the authors that can do that. It's
right.
yeah. It's wild.
You got to figure those can be some lonely people. They've
Not
got that much
necessarily.
time to write it all out.
I would argue that they're very intelligent because especially the historical romance ones, because there's a lot of research that goes into it to make it historically accurate. The characters are so well developed. Women love feelings, and when we get attached to people and they go through the gambit of emotion, that is what turns us on. So when you get to that act, finally, we're like, we're so invested in it.
And then it's over in 30 seconds.
I know, but the build,
hey, the 30 seconds though, that's the magic time right there. So
all of a sudden Maggie got really sad. She was all built up. Like, no, you get so emotionally wrapped in. Oh yeah, that's right. It's always over.
All right, but okay, listen. I'm a big advocate for like body positivity and like sex positivity. If you don't know how to take care of it yourself, then you're never going to be able to show someone else how to do it for you. So like you are in control of your own
Sure.
Okay. So
I can respect that opinion. Absolutely. No, that's
I will totally affirm this because I've actually like through the years as I was growing up and dating young ladies and what forth, I actually did try to take notes, and I had one lady who was very specific in what I should be doing and when I should be doing it, and then she made me watch lesbian porn, and
oh.
you know, not condoning that at all, but I was like, wow. And I took out a notebook and it's like, okay, the letter T is important.
He's like getting her undressed on the bed and he has this notepad and like,
all right, yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, and I had a whiteboard with some diagrams and I'm like, okay, we're going to proceed from here. After about 10 minutes, we're moving over to here. And she went, 10 minutes? And I was like,
that's what happened in the
is that
movie.
too long? I was like, I was going to say, yeah, that's what they did. And I'm just doing what they told me to do.
The things.
Step
Yeah.
2, sultry look into eyes.
Now, then she just went, get over here now. And I was like, yes, dear. And so now here I am.
Now we know.
Yeah, we might need to unpack this in a whole lot of.
Yeah, I did not see this show going.
No, yeah,
No,
Maggie, I'm sorry, we took a real wrong turn here.
I don't know what's wrong. I'm in it. I'm here.
Yeah.
But,
okay. All right. So,
Oswald's still upstairs. I think I can go. Get him.
No. Let's not bring back little Oswald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So okay. So you read sultry books, romance novels, which I heard you doing a little clip of. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, well, you know, you think of romance novels and you think of, and like you said, some of them are historical. So you don't get into all these voices and you read it very, very well. And I was kind of like, wow, because I've done narration as well. And I do voiceover work. And so I've done the narration and I narrated a book that actually the author was on the show and it was about him and his past gang life and stuff. So it was way different than what you did. I can just say that.
Do you do voices? Because people ask me that all the time. Do you do voices? Like
I might do some voices every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know.
Which would be obnoxious if you're trying to listen to a book on tape. Just throwing that out there.
Well, and you want to talk about a workout. I've tried to do like just even when I was in radio, I was doing commercials and stuff. Every now and then I get a request to do Homer Simpson, you know. And after about an hour of doing some takes of that, you're a little wiped out. You want some donuts and beer. But she's like, well, duh. Want donuts and beer, period.
I mean, it is exhausting, and it's hard to like keep. I don't know about you, but like, yeah, it's hard to keep track of the characters too. You're like, oh, who is this again? Like, what did I do for that?
Yeah,
if you're bouncing back and forth, oh my gosh, yeah. And
because you can't actually like read chapter 1 and then go to chapter 9. Like you have to read it.
Yeah,
sequentially.
And just even in one chapter and you're trying to bounce back and forth, I tried to like record different tracks and then blend them in together. That doesn't work. No, that's where a recording engineer comes in and you pay that extra money and go, yeah, dude, you get paid to do that. I'm just going to make the crazy voices and you take them out of my head and put them on the words. So
that's exactly how it
goes. So you understand. But yeah, no, it's that's why I just settled for simple narration. And but yeah, like I said, what you're doing is awesome. You do a great job at it. So now do you have just one specific author you're working with, or do you work with a lot of different authors, or is there just a book line that you get handed off to and they're like, okay, read these 30 books?
Yeah, there's a couple of clients that I work with their own distribution companies that specifically do that type of stuff. So there's a lot of authors, but also like it's only 2 different distribution companies.
That's cool. Right on.
Yeah, just type my name into Amazon and you'll see them all. It's like
Oh.
yeah. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So
You're like, just Amazon me. It's fine. You'll see. You'll find
that
out.
was a little pretentious. I'm really sorry that came out really
You're
good.
gonna know.
No, that's
You're
okay.
gonna know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no! Hey, are you kidding? If you're on Amazon, brag about that crap, man. That's awesome.
I would brag about being Amazon searchable. Unfortunately, I am not.
Yeah.
You might surprise yourself. The podcast might be on there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, you probably are.
maybe.
Maybe, but we're
Now
not
I
that-
have something to do after the podcast.
There you go.
We're
Google
not as
myself
cool
on
as
Amazon.
Maggie.
Right.
But okay. So now, when did all this? Okay. What came first? The comedy, the acting, the voice acting, where did this
Gosh.
all spurn from?
Probably the acting first because I was like 9 in my bathroom, like putting on like I would wrap myself in towels that were like way too big for me, pretending they were like Oscar gowns, and I would like give speeches in the full-length mirror,
Holding
like
the
I won these
shampoo
Oscars.
bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'd like to thank my mom and dad, whatever. And so all through high school, I was like an actor. We moved a lot. And so I was in an improv troupe called Comedy Sports, which you probably are familiar with.
Yeah.
And I just figured out, a long time ago, like that's how you make friends, is if you're funny. And so I was in radio for a long time and just following my career from town to town where the money was and the opportunities were. I was always the new person in a new town, and to make friends, I would just join like the improv groups and do all that until I was in Illinois, and I was helping put together a comedy festival, and it was like 5 days, 9 shows. About 3 women came through, and I was mad. I was like, "What the hell? Where are all the ladies?" And instead of like complaining about it, I was like, "We just need more women in comedy." So I signed up for an open mic. I didn't tell anybody, and I just started saying words and nobody hated it. And I was like, that's really fun. But because I was on the radio for so long, it felt really easy. It was like, I can storytell now with a longer, with more minutes, with more time to do that.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah. Now, was the guitar always part of your act, or did that come later in comedy? No, it didn't start. Okay.
Yeah, that came much later.
She's like, first I had to learn how to play.
Well, I was gifted my first guitar when I was 15, and I literally have never played in front of anybody until 2019. I never.
Oh, wow.
Never did.
Wow. So this is all fairly current.
Yeah. You want to talk about like being nervous. I still get nervous to play in front of people, and like I'm in a band now, and every time I'm just like, God, I hope no one like finds out I'm a fake.
Right.
Like I just
Right.
like I don't know what I'm doing. I just learned a couple songs, and like I just hope that my voice can like carry it, because I can kind of sing okay. So I'm just like, just strum together some chords. Is it aggressive? Maybe. I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just rock it. Just do it.
Yeah. But it all came about because I was living with someone, and he would do whatever it was, he was cooking or walking around, whatever he was doing in our apartment. And I was just playing for myself. And then I would start to change the words of songs to like narrate what he was doing. I was like, this is very clever. And I was like, I wonder if I could do this on stage. And it took me about 4 or 5 times to get on stage. Like I brought the guitar, and then like I tried to borrow other people's guitar, like about 4 or 5 times before I finally like got up the courage to like do it in front of an audience. And I've even had comedians say like, oh, you're going to try this again, So
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, it's the funny chick with the guitar. Yeah.
It was painful. I was like mediocre funny before the guitar, and I'm a mediocre player on my own, but together the bar is so low. People are like, wow, you can do both at the same time. So I feel like I got everyone fooled, but
which is the
people
great
are paying
part.
me. It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going, aggressive or not,
Yeah,
So
just start strumming away and then making fun. Oh, there's an asshole over there in the corner. Actually, me. I'm gonna take my guitar and put it up your butt. Okay. No, that would be awkward. But
I was like, is that what you were thinking about? Okay. Just learned a whole lot about you, my new friend.
Yeah. what comedy clubs do you go to, Christian? Come on.
I know.
Well,
what
the
is
the
happening?
guy's heckling and being a jerk. Then yeah, you're like, now I want to put this in the place where it doesn't shine. Hey,
No.
hecklers are mean.
Sure.
They
That's
can
not
be.
my first reaction to a heckler though. Just gonna come out
To
and say
put my guitar there, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate
no,
that.
yeah, that's definitely lower on the list. It's like number 8 or 9. Number 8 or 9 for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I want to know about 1 through 7. But
I was just thinking the same thing.
so okay, so the guitar playing is actually pretty recent. So you just decided. Okay, first off, what were you doing in? I mean, you were a DJ, obviously, and
I was on the radio. Yeah, I was on the air. I did
you're an on-air personality, is like as we like to call it.
Yeah, I literally did everything on the air that you could possibly do. I did mornings, I did overnights, I did nights, middays, afternoons. I was programming, I was making commercials, I was promoting the station. I worked as like a street team member, like handing out t-shirts and stickers and stuff. Like I've done like all the parts of it. So
now what formats were you working
in? Mostly country and top 40.
Oh, okay.
Top 40.
Yeah, the top 40 station.
Yeah. Pop Princess. Yeah. At the end though, like I was doing a bunch of stations in Canada and the UK for, it's called voice tracking. I don't know if you guys know this, but like you can record your voice from anywhere and they'll put it on the radio. But I was doing jazz and then this like alternative Canadian thing. And Canada is wild. The whole law where it's like you have to play like 40% of them to be Canadian artists. It's true.
Yeah.
True. It's I learned a lot about music. Any of it memorable? Not really, but like I learned a lot, you know. So
no, it's funny. I almost brought that up on the top 9. That was one of my weird laws that Canada can play 40% need to be Canadian artists. It was one of the weirdest things ever. No, Christian was on the air radio for a long time. I still work in radio, my 9 to 5, so we're all vets here. Yeah,
we're all total radio geeks. So
that explains why you guys all have like great. Okay, that explains a lot. Okay.
Well, we've just cleared everything up, and so questions are answered.
I was like, they are going hard on those sound effects right now. But I get it now because you got the hotkey somewhere. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
See, that's how we just keep this going, and that's what keeps everybody kind of informed. And so there. And then we get a lot of that too. But that's usually the people listening going, "Oh my God." So what was your favorite part about doing radio? Because everybody, like you said, you did the whole gamut. I did the same thing. I started out in overnights in college doing jazz.
Yeah.
And I've done top 40, I've done hot hits, I've done classic rock, done alternative. What was your favorite format and was it just being on air, or did you like I really love doing promotions too, and the voiceover recordings and stuff.
Yeah. Promotion. This is what my favorite part about doing any of that work in radio is like, I felt like, because if you don't know terrestrial radio, like when you get in your car and you punch a button and you're like, oh, it's, the Woody Show, there's a certain amount of things that they have to do to be what's called FCC compliant. Like you have to serve community. And it didn't matter like where you were. I loved that aspect of it, and being able to, even on the air, like be the person that would connect a business with like their audience, and being that through person. It just felt like, even in promotions, like doing all the required amount of stuff that you have to do to serve. I can't even think of what they're called right now. Nonprofits.
PSAs and all that.
Right. PSAs and stuff like that. Which, as a sole on air talent, you're like, ugh, do we have to play this again? But like when you go out and you meet people, it's so wonderful. And like you sit in this room by yourself all day, or if you're lucky to have a co-host, you're just like goofing around and you're like, does anyone care about this? And then you go out and promote, and people are like, you said this thing, and you're like, I did. I'm so glad that it like made your day or changed your life or whatever it is. So yeah, to me, like that's the best, the icing on the cake is to be able to give back and like serve your community, you know?
You get that one phone call while you're on the air and they're like, oh man, that song you and what you were talking about was so awesome. And you're just like, boom. Okay, I can go home now. I'm done. And Christopher, thank you so much. Christopher Zuckert and Katie. But Katie, I'm just going to call you Katie because if I try and say your last name, I'll probably end up really screwing it up.
Hey, come on.
I was going to say, hey, Greek boy over there, why don't you step in? Thank you all so much for checking in with us. So yeah, and I actually, that was one of the greatest parts of radio. Yeah, you sit in a room like kind of what we're doing right now by yourself, but you get those people that just, dude, this is what makes my day every day when I get to talk to you and listen to you, and it's so cool. Sure. Or when you're out doing promotions and stuff, it's just it's a blast.
To like right, and to be able to hear. People are funny too. They get so attached to it. Like I worked in Wisconsin for a long time on a station called Cow 97, and people farmers would call in all the time. They're like, we leave this on in the barn for our cows, and we think they produce more milk because they listen. It's like, that's not possible. But also like manifest that, you know, like cool, we're here for you, you know.
Well, it's so funny
making happy milk.
Yeah, but it's so funny because it is this weird local celebrity status that you get working for a radio station, and it's just, I mean. You are literally the town's rock stars, which is just it's nuts, and it's great. You do get a little bit of a high walking around and being that person for them, you know. And I mean, you could be Angelina Jolie, you could be Meg Ryan, you could be literally that person for those people, and it's just crazy. So
my favorite part about it too is like, okay, so the very first station I ever got booked, I worked for full time. We did something called like bagel brunch. And so every Friday I would have to go out and like bring bagels to an office. And the things that people would tell me, they were like, I thought you were old and really fat. I am 20 at this point. I am a baby. And they're like, we thought you were really old and fat. I was like, surprise, you know?
Yeah.
So
my gosh.
People would say like, what they think you look like. That's my favorite game. Is like, well,
and that's the great thing about radio is like when you're doing promotions and people come up and they're like, hey, where's that dude Cage, man? I think he's such a weirdo, and really, oh yeah, well, I work with him. He's gonna be here late, and I sit there and I talk to him and they, dude, do you remember that show where he was? And again, like you said, you had no idea people were really paying that much attention, and it's just so funny. And then
a lot.
And then like they're leaving, they're like, what's your name? Cage, nice to meet you. Oh dude, no way.
Yeah.
So
I will say,
much fun.
I am so disappointed. I still love the art. I still love listening to local radio, and I have such a deep appreciation and like fandom. I'm here in Austin, Texas, but I listen now, and these winners, man, I can't. They're like, you just won $1,000, and they're like, cool, thanks.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah.
Like that is the point. That is the point of doing right. That's our like soul connection for the day. And people are like, cool, thanks. And you're like, really? Could you be a little more excited, please? It is very disappointing.
Yeah, especially when you're not recording and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do it live. And they're just and at least if you got the chance to record it, you could be like, hey dude, could you pep it up just a little bit? And then you could splice it back in, and they're like, oh yeah, hey, great, thanks. Wow, that's all you got. You won $1,000. That's all you get. You know what? I'm keeping 50%.
Right.
That's so I'm the digital guy. I've always been the digital guy for radio stations. I've never actually worked on air, right? So but I had a midday jock when I worked in San Francisco who would call me and say, hey, listen, I need you to sound really disappointed. She's like, you're gonna call in. I'm gonna tell you that you lost. I just need you to sound super bummed. Can you do that? I'm like, yeah, sure. And so like I would get a call like every week to give a little different inflection on my voice and be the guy who lost out, right? It was the funniest thing. But yeah, there was a whole row of us, because after I get called, I hear the girl down get called and hear her do the same thing, and it's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
So we need a little more reaction. That's all.
That's just sad.
I mean, it's a director too, but it's like it's all the hype. It's the theater. What a fun business to grow up in. Really.
Oh yeah. Oh, best time of my life was in radio. So then you left radio and you're dabbling in comedy at this point, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry, I know there's a bit of a delay.
Okay. So basically, this is how it started. I started comedy in Champaign, Illinois. I was going through a divorce at the time. I was working as a morning show co-host, and I was in commercial production. So I was doing all the things, and we were going through a divorce at the time, and then I got relocated to another job not too far away. It was just south of Chicago, so our station was like it was like the south side of Chicago. Anyway, but I was programming, and I was like, this is it, and I could tell from there, like, oh, this is the ceiling. I hit the top, like this is all the things. So after about a year, I was like, well, I'm doing this comedy thing. Like I was making money. I was producing shows and like making consistent income doing it, and wound up, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this whole comedy thing. I'm going to go to LA. Like my family was out there. I was like, it's time. I'm going to do it. And I got to LA and I was like, cool, I'm here. Let's do comedy. And then I was like, oh yeah, you have to make money too, idiot. Like, how are you going to do that? Are you going to wait tables like everybody else? And I wound up applying to iHeart Radio in Los Angeles. I wound up getting the afternoon producing slot, and God bless Mark Wallengren. He will forever be, the third dad in my life, and one of my best friends. He let me be on the air, even though it's considered like a SAG station. Like I should not have been on the air as much as I was, because I did not have a SAG card. And we just goofed off and taught and did so much social media stuff. And he really just paraded me around like I was his co-host and like I was his bouncing board. And I technically was only a producer. And after a while, I got really frustrated having to punch the clock. Those 4 hours in the studio were wonderful and amazing, but everything that was going on outside of that, it was killing my soul to watch the industry change in a way that I was not excited about. As you guys know, you know the journey I heard. Yeah. So I was watching it change from the inside out, and I was just like, this is killing my soul. So I was like, you know what? I am so tired of having to punch a clock. I want to make my own day. I was embarrassed to like ask for time off,
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, how can I do comedy, but also make money and not have to like work for somebody else and like set my own schedule and set my own life, like take control of my life. And I remember back to my very first station, and the girl that I took over for, the midday girl, she was doing voiceovers for a mall in Las Vegas and was getting paid $100 for a 60-second commercial. And I was like,
oh wow, like
I wonder if I could do that. And with all the tools, I was so lucky with all the tools at my disposal, like those beautiful studios, those well-equipped studios. I just figured it out. I just Googled a lot and just figured out how to become a voiceover actor. And here I am with 20 plus consistent clients. Like I'm busy.
That's great.
I'm very busy. And so I don't set an alarm. I haven't set an alarm in years, I stay out as late as I want to. I work when I want to. I get it all done. And there are some days where like, the compromise is we're like, oh, I really wanted to go to the show or this comedy mic or whatever. And I'm like, no, my clients are depending on me. Like I have to stay home and work on this. But, I'm excited to make that compromise because I chose this, this is what I chose for myself. So
That's great.
Yeah.
That's how the voice acting started. And then the beginning of the pandemic, I got let go from all the stations. I was no longer voice tracking anywhere. And so I feel guilty saying this, but the 2020 was great for me. Like I was so busy and there was nowhere else to go. So it was like, I went from, I tripled my income from January 2020 to December 2020, tripled it, my month over month income. And so that
it was just a booming field.
2021.
I had a similar 2020 experience, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. And I feel bad saying, because I know it was so hard on so many people, but what a blessing. Because I had just started my business like 4 or 5 months before that happened. So I was like, oh, great. Well, this is an epic fail. But to quite the contrary, doing all right. So.
No, that's awesome. And it's so great. I mean, it kind of sucked for me because I had just started right before the pandemic, starting to do voiceover stuff again. And then the pandemic hit and everybody and their mom decided they were voiceover artists because they were locked in. And 100%. I was like, I'm used to getting paid, pretty decent for my voiceover work. And there's people out there, I'll do it for $5.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
There just went those things I just started. And so, and then, it was like this podcast. I started that, 6 months before the pandemic hit, and then the pandemic hit, and then everybody decided to have a podcast. So right as I was starting to gain some steam, I just got swallowed up, and then it started fading away, and I got my steam back, and then we got Andy, and we made it look all professional. And then I'm like, hey, there's a thing called live streaming, and I jumped right on that, and now here we are with one of the top 20 shows out there in comedy interviews and independence.
Not to toot our own horn, but
you know what?
You should.
And by the way, hi, Alicia Landis. Thank you for stopping in and checking in on your friend here. Hey, what's that?
Alicia's great. She's one of those I met working in Los Angeles on the air at iHeart.
Oh, nice.
So,
right on.
Yeah.
Aw. See, we're meeting people from all over.
I know.
Let's see. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to take a quick second here. I'm going to pull you off to the side. I'm going to do a quick little commercial for our sponsor.
Okay, bye.
PJ's Coffee, and then we'll be right back, and we're going to get more into your comedy ventures and musical comedy ventures as well, because you just put out a video.
I did.
Yes, you did, and I want to hear all about it because it's awesome. And all right, because it's got an accordion in it, for God's sakes, and I think it's amazing. So, all right, give me just about 60 seconds, and we'll be right back. We'll be back in 6 and 6 or whatever. What did 2 and 2? That's what he.
Yeah, 2 and 2. That was the old Chuck Woolery. Yeah.
Chuck Woolery. Thank you so much. You're
welcome.
This is why you're here. You complete me. Here, come on.
There you go.
Your hand's bigger than mine.
Hey.
So,
right.
We were close. So now that we're taking.
Smash.
I'm trying to do a commercial spot. I'm pinching your face.
I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head.
Oh, yeah. Pinching your face is like this. I'm crushing your head.
Yeah, I'm crushing your head.
So, hey, let's talk about our sponsor, PJ's Coffee. Hey, did you know they don't only just make delicious coffee and put it in these awesome mugs that you can buy, which I know mine's empty now, but they also give you these great double insulated cardboard cups. There's nice. Logo right there. Yeah, dude. I mean, I saved this because I think it's just an awesome idea. But PJ's is all over the Southwest there. They're in Texas. And actually they just opened up out in Northern California.
Nice.
They're Excellent. Here in Kansas City, Missouri, up on the north end, mind you. Let's see, they're all over Texas. I think there's one in Austin where Maggie's at. There's a bunch up in Dallas, Mississippi, of course, Louisiana. That's where they're out of. Lovely Louisiana. as you can
Well,
say
of
sometimes.
course, if their name is PJ's Coffee of New Orleans,
Yeah,
they must be in Louisiana.
And they do make delicious beignets. I will say that.
Ooh, yeah.
Very, very delicious. In fact, here, that's what the logo looks like. So if you see that anywhere, Google them. Check them out. They're at pjscoffee.com, not pjscoffeeofneworleans.com. It's just pjscoffee.com. And then if you're, it's all hot and stuff right now. Look at this. Look at that mocha granita. That thing is, oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah.
It is amazing mocha coffee iced deliciousness, especially with the whipped cream and the chocolate syrup. Hello. But yeah, they've also got these amazing teas here. They've got this Southern honey iced tea. It's delicious. Then, of course, they've got the Mandarin Arnold Palmer. Yeah, that's right. You go out and play 10 holes of golf and get stoned to the... Oh, wait, no, that's not right. But no, it is, these are delicious teas. I've actually had one of each of these.
Nice.
The cherry cloud is it's more milky-ish in a way, but it's so you just got to try it. You got to try it.
Gotcha.
And the candied orange cloud. Oh my gosh. That is like drinking a candy bar. It's awesome.
Wow.
And cold and refreshing and delicious. So there we go. But yeah, on a hot day, the Southern honey iced tea or the Mandarin Arnold Palmer. Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Let me tell you, boom. Go check them out. pjscoffee.com down in good old New Orleans. They're all over the place, up in St. Louis as well. Oh, sorry. Yeah. There we go. Make sure you check them out. You can order stuff online. You can order their amazing coffee online. They got whole bean. They'll even have it ground for you. Whatever you need. PJ's Coffee. Check them out. And if you're here in Kansas City, they're up in Platte City. So make sure you stop in, check them out. Tell them Christian Random sent you and mention the word random. You'll get 15% off your purchase. Hello, 15%. That's a good dent in your gas bill. So there you go. All right, kids, make sure you check out pjscoffee.com and PJ's Coffee here in Platte City, Missouri. And now back to back. Maggie Mayfield. Hey-o.
Hi.
Look, you always come in.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. You've been practicing.
My friends are texting me. They're like, I'm watching you right now. I'm like, ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
Don't be creepy about it.
Totally watching you right. You're
right.
like, well, then tell them, hey, keep talking. Ask us questions. We want to know embarrassing things about Maggie.
No, well, maybe.
I do enough damage on my
right.
own.
Yeah, right.
Any help.
I was going to say, I was so glad I grew up in the age I did, because if we had cell phones and stuff back in the day,
oh man, yeah, social media would have destroyed me.
Oh, look, Christopher Sucker just jumps right in. Maggie Mayfield, such a fun interview. Have fun memories of doing improv with you at LA. Oh, right on. Christopher's another comedian.
Yeah.
Right on, Christopher. Hey, and seeing you perform, you stand up those times. Awesome. Yes, she is amazingly funny, and I'm sure you are quite amazing as well, sir. So okay. So you ventured out. You're like, I'm doing this comedy thing. You're stepping in, and now you've worked the guitar into it. Now, like I said, you just made a video. And
I did.
What was the inspiration behind all that? What you're like? This has got to happen.
Yeah. It was in my brain for a long time, but the video is called "Stop Saying Sorry," and I last year was dating someone and he said it all the time. Sorry. And it became a joke. And I was like, stop it. And then I really listened. I'd be at Mike's and hanging out with my friends and all my girlfriends, the same thing. Sorry. Why? Why are we sorry? What are you sorry for? And so I have taken an interesting hard left turn from writing comedy and music to writing regular music. Like, it is, I've like leveled up in like healing my emotion, and sometimes just playing song, it helps. And so, I don't like to do things normally. I'm like, I want to write a song that sounds like a polka or like a Beach Boys song or like whatever it is that I'm obsessed with that day. I'm like, I should write a song that sounds like that. And so this idea of like stop saying sorry, I was like, I want to write a polka. And so I listened to a bunch of polka music and I was like, this is fun.
But after a while you're like, okay, now I've had enough.
No. Sat down with a dictionary and I was like, what are the different ways that we say sorry or apologize and so on and so forth. So I just started writing and it took me a couple hours. And then one night I just penned this thing and I sat on it for a while. I played it on Instagram Live and the response I got on IG Live that night, I was like, oh, okay, I have something here.
Right.
Maybe I should do something with it. And I sat with it. Tried to work with someone in the fall of last year to make it happen. And it just didn't fit. It just wasn't clicking. Something wasn't working.
Right.
Yeah.
One of my very good friends, Monique, who I met in Champaign, Illinois, we were both bartenders at Outback Steakhouse together. And we wound up, she wound up going through school to learn how to use a camera. And I was like, I know you're going to be really good at this. I've never seen any of her work, but like, I know she has a brain and a knack for like telling stories. And I was like, I have this idea. Do you want to do it? And she was like, yes. And so then it just became 2 months of just like firing back ideas and like what the shoot was going to look like. And I was like, I think I really want an accordion in this. And my friend, Charlie Hester, who I also met in Champaign, she was doing musical comedy long before I was. And I always idolized her. She just had it together. She was funny and bright and dirty as hell. And we wound up going on tour together. She was my very first tour. We wound up doing something called Two Girls, One Truck. And I
was going to say, was that the Two Girls in One Truck tour?
Yeah. And she was very much an advocate for like getting things for women's shelters, baby diapers, baby wipes, pads, tampons, all the things we need. And at this time, Hurricane Harvey had just hit. And I was so devastated by that. I'm very moved by the news. I watch the news and I'm just like, oh, the world, how can I help? And this just felt like the way to help. And so with my skills in radio and promoting, I designed the whole thing and wound up helping find most of the spots on the tour. And she organized, how to get all that stuff on the end into Houston to help those shelters down there. Everyone's like, oh, I can donate blood or I can do, I can send money. And this seemed just like a more tangible thing.
Right.
To help people, on our route. But Charlie picked up the accordion. This was a weird thing she just wanted to learn how to do for herself. And so I made it easy and I was like, C, G, C, G, C, G. And I flew them both out here to Austin, Texas and asked the help of most of the all the comedians here in Austin, all the ladies. And everyone I told this idea to was like, I want to be a part of that. How do I get into this? I want to do this.
Awesome.
And so, I just made the song and got everything mixed down, and it was an incredible weekend of feeling empowered, like lifting each other up. And yes, It is a video where it's like all women, but it really was inspired by a guy that I was with as a joke, but it's true. And I can't tell you the amount of male comedians too in the scene that have come up to me and I'm like, you're so right. Like we do say that a lot.
Yeah.
And I like that song. Thanks for sharing that. I'm really glad that you made that. So yeah, I'm really proud of my song.
Right. Well, no, it's
Thank
awesome.
you.
And I love the, and you're right. We all do it. My wife does that too, because she'll be like, did it. And I'm, oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry for being sorry. And I'm sorry for saying that now. And I'm going to go over here and I love you. But we do as a society because we've been trained to be apologetic because apparently we're just constant screw ups. Well, we're not. So quit being so sorry about everything. Take ownership of what you've done. Okay. Hey, you know what? I screwed up. I'm fixing it. Whatever. Boom. It's over. Or it's in the past.
There are times when like you should apologize, right? But
right.
You don't have to apologize because you exist in this time and place. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Like it devalues who you are when you say it so often. And two, it makes it when you have to apologize, when you should apologize for something you've done wrong, it means less.
Right.
So
Exactly.
Absolutely.
why are we doing this? Stop it.
Yeah,
And it's
sorry.
silly and it's cheeky and it was fun. It was just a fun thing to
Yeah.
do. So
And when you're in
that's
the
been percolating.
Midwest, you've got to grab somebody with an accordion and make a polka song. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, my
It's a
God,
rite of passage. Yeah, in the Midwest, of course.
it's not like there's a ton of accordion players out in California. So
All I can think is like John Candy in Home Alone when he's like, "Oh, I'm part of the polka band." Like,
Oh yeah,
the Polka Kings or
the
something.
Polka Kings, the Polka
Right,
Kings.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. He always had some kind of tie-in with polka. It was great. I just he was a genius. All right. So yes, you've made this video. Now, where can people find this video from you, ma'am?
YouTube. Go to YouTube. It's or I'll make it easy. It's on my website, MaggieMayfield.com. It's the first thing that you see when you.
That's what I was pushing for there.
Yeah.
Okay, so MaggieMayfield.com, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
MAGGI. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. MAGGIMAYFIELD. And then Andy. Andy misspelled your name last week. I'm just trying to make myself better. I'm sorry.
I redid the graphic, like we didn't share it out there.
I know.
That's a weird thing to say.
You know what? It was like it took him 30 seconds.
Considering all the things that I do for the show, that's the one thing you're going to put out live.
I know.
Seriously. Do you see what I have to work with?
Yeah.
Do you see?
It's because I have tons of I have so many technical blunders that happen during the show. I have to at least kind of try and balance myself because Andy's way up here. And I'm just this guy that talks in the box. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm the resident nerd on the show. That's all.
A resident genius. But
it also just occurred to me that both of you are in suits, and I'm like, well, here's my tank top for the day. And this night, you're all dressed up all nice, and I'm like, I'm a schluck,
Well, this
just in my
puts the
pajamas
focus on you.
Yeah, and it's a party from the waist down, just so you know.
Didn't need to know, but
I was gonna say, there's a visual we can just Hey, the great thing though is when he does stuff like that, that's what I can do. Yeah. Oh. And then we just bring him back. And then all of a sudden Andy's all better. It's kind of like a quick lobotomy and then we're all better. See, I can do it to myself.
Yeah. And then it just gets weird. And when he starts playing with the controls, you've reached
Don't give him any more buttons.
Right. Yeah. No more power to you.
Yeah. He's very sad that he gave me the sad trombone button. So your website now, do you have all your tour dates on there? Where are you going now? You got to be, you're all over the place.
Yeah. When you're busy,
when you're in demand,
make you busier. Yeah. When they just want you to be busier. Today I just added two more dates at the end of July. One in New Mexico, going to Albuquerque. That's exciting. And
nice.
One here locally in Texas in Copper. Can't even remember what it's called. It's a tiny town about an hour north of Austin, which is great. I'm excited. A friend of mine, Angela, produces so many shows here in Austin. Angela Kay. She's brilliant and so good at what she does. Her shows are consistently hilarious, top-notch hilarious with B-level comedians that are just on the precipice of making it and the audience. Yeah. Anyway.
So she's got an eye for talent.
That and she just knows how to promote. Every show I've ever done with her, the audiences have been sold out. It's just been packed
awesome.
Full of people.
Oh,
so
wow.
The fact that people are not begging to be on her shows is beyond me. So she got approached by a tiny town, little tiny town to do a show, and I was like, Angela, for you, I will go anywhere.
Aw.
And then but I'm next week is the 4th. Oh, how did we get here?
I know,
right? I know. Yeah.
And then, so after the 4th, I'm going to be taking off. I'm going to go up to Oklahoma City and then Omaha, back to Oklahoma City.
I was gonna say
And
you're kind of doing a sweep of the Midwest here a little bit, aren't you?
yeah, and then gonna go back to where it all started in Urbana, Illinois. And
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. The amount of people that are like, I can't wait for you to be here. Like, can't wait to see you. We're gonna, I have this deep desire to re-explore my roots. And so I'm trying to, on the hush hush, plan a little trip for myself later in the year when the leaves start changing, because I grew up in New Jersey. So I'm trying to get back there and like see the house I grew up
Oh,
in
cool.
and like all the thing,
Oh,
Nice.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that's so cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like you said, you don't set an alarm now. You're really making it, lady. This is awesome. And I mean, you are so funny. I seriously, I watch a lot of your clips, and I'm always like, I hope she sees my heart. I hope she sees my heart. And because I mean, that's what you do or whatever. It's just one of those beep beep things, and I don't want to like always type in, "Hey, it's me. Hey, it's so funny." But it is.
I think you should. I think that's so important. I think that's so important.
I just
If
feel
you're a
like
fan,
you're
what
like,
I mean? Like,
"Sucker!"
yeah. I mean, there are a few comics that I have grown to love so much over the past like 8 years of this wild adventure. And yeah, it's like, even if all you do is like react to a story, like those they mean so much. They mean so much. It's so fun. It's fun to be a fan of your friends,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that's so important. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the house band that we use for the music. That's
Yes.
a buddy of mine's band, and I'm always trying to be supportive of everyone. I've had a friend on here that's also one of the top surf and skateboard photographers, and I loved having him on. I try and help out everybody. That's the whole thing about this show. I try to bring people that seem unrelatable, that you can't, you don't really want to talk to or whatever because they're over there. No, we're all the same. We're all
We're all
people,
the same.
and we're all out here to make our lives better. And you
For
definitely
sure.
make people's lives better. You bring a lot of comedy and a lot of fun to people.
Wow.
And that's one of the things. I mean, I did stand up for a little while. I did some improv and things like that. So and that's the greatest thing. We've talked about it with other comedians about, if you just get those few people to laugh,
Mhm.
you did it. Somebody's
Yeah.
day. The bonus was, when I saw that you were in radio
Yeah.
and did voiceover work, I'm like, oh, she's awesome. She's just like me, except she's successful. So which
That's
was
not
even
true.
better.
Well, I mean, closer, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, it's
Hey,
started.
you just said you don't set an alarm. You've
Yeah.
already won.
Yeah, you really have.
That's true.
I
That's fair.
have an alarm that wakes me
That's
up
fair.
at 3:00 in the morning and goes, "Hey, you've got 34 minutes to get to work." So yeah.
Are you doing morning radio? God bless you.
Oh no. No, I walked out on radio.
Mhm.
I got bumped back to doing midnight to 6 a.m.s, and I was working a weekend where they gave me Casey Kasem's top 40, on the disc, and I was halfway through it, and I went, I'm done with this. And
Mhm.
I called the next DJ coming in. I just started the disc, and I said, dude, you've got 54 minutes and 38 seconds to get here because I'm out. And he was like,
Wow.
wait, what? And I'm like, nope, gotta go. Click. And that was the end of that. So
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it, like you said, I saw where radio was going, and it
Mhm.
was not fun anymore. It was,
Mhm.
you wanted to do what you wanted to do. And I was very blessed to have a couple radio stations that let me do that.
Mhm.
And it was great. It was huge.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, you can't say that. Oh, what are you doing? No, don't do that. And it was like,
Yeah.
really, man, it's not like I'm being hugely horrible, and there's way worse things going on in the world. This is making people laugh. We're having a good time. Okay. And then
Yeah.
that's, like I said, I was done with it, and I miss it so much. And that's the whole reason, but I started this show. I
There you
want
go. I do what
people
I
to
want.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I ain't got no
Yeah.
FCC. I ain't got nothing shut me down. So
great.
it's awesome. I mean, it's not like I don't run I try to keep it PG-13, but we
Yeah.
have fun, and that's what it's about. And he's
I
like,
messed that off. I messed that up for you right off the
No,
bat. So
ah,
sorry.
no. We have a dump button. We just don't use it. So no, and that's, like I said, that's what this show is about, and bringing excellent people like you out here and getting you out here so people can see you. And like I said, we got 20% listenership in France. What's up with that? Yeah.
Bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour. Ha ha.
I was just there in January, and they're lovely. They're so lovely.
Were you doing shows?
No, I just went to play.
Oh,
nice.
Oh,
I've always wanted to go, and I just
Miss,
went.
I don't send an
So that was-
alarm, and but I'm not doing well. That's what I got to say to that lady. Good.
Credit cards are
Lord.
awesome. Let me just tell you.
And when I die, my kids take care of my Paris trip for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
So okay.
No,
so
but I was so worried because I was like, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Keep going.
No, Paris was very interesting because you hear all this stuff about how like, oh, French hate Americans. They hate Americans. And I was worried. So I studied French in high school, and I spent like 3 months on the Babbel app for like forever, just like refreshing, trying to remember. And I get there, and I can't tell you, my sister and I went together, and every place that we went to, oh, you're from Texas? 2 things would happen. Oh, you're from Texas? They'd be like pew 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 pew. Because they don't have a word for cowboy.
Right.
And 2, every time we'd sit down, they would bring like 2 shots, a free shot for both of us, which was always like an amaretto or a liqueur or whatever. And I was like, is this a normal thing that happens, or are we just like cute girls? Is that I don't know the difference. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we're on the cusp of being just old enough where like this probably shouldn't be happening anymore.
Right.
But like,
but we're not gonna say no.
Right.
Oh
wow.
Thank you. Yeah. France was fun, and they loved us. We did great. But I have to wonder if part of it is because like, hello, we would introduce ourselves in French, and I tried really hard to speak the language. So
yeah,
I don't know. They were great. They were nice, and they were not at all like people say.
Yeah, maybe they recognized the effort and just realized, okay, you know what? These people are cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they just felt sorry for you. They're like,
trying to help America look cool again. Yeah.
America. Woo.
America.
Yeah. But we rock. Yeah. What can we say?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're all over. So that's the whole part of this, is to spread love all over the world, and that's what you're doing. And this next coming weeks, you're doing it all over the Midwest. So except for Kansas City, way to go, Kansas City suckballs.
I need to figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make some calls somewhere.
Okay.
Actually, I'm actually really trying to push what's it called? The Bluebird Comedy Lounge, something like that. It's a new improv lounge that opened up downtown, and really been pushing on them, trying to promote them and whatnot. So there we go. But I probably totally screwed up their name. So, but yeah, so we need to let me know when you're going to be out through this way. I'll try and push your name to some people and say, hey, you need to get her in here. And then we'll get you out here, because I would love to see you do your stand up live
and see if we can't make something work.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So now you've made your big video, you're out on tour, you're going all over the place, you don't set an alarm, stop off in France, and then maybe visit the Queen up in England and go to Italy.
When you put it like that, I have no reason to be sad.
Oh, my life doesn't suck anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Christian.
I never thought it sucked, but it's like, man, oh man. It's very cool.
So then what's next? What are you going to shoot for after this? World domination.
There's that. I'm hesitant to talk about it because I want it to happen so badly.
Don't
jinx it.
Yeah,
don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
So bad.
You saw what happened when I said, "Hey, we're gonna start on time."
Yeah. So there's something great on the horizon, but let's not jinx it.
But you'll let us
well,
know as soon as it does, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you won't have a
Maybe.
choice. Like you'll know.
You're
Oh,
probably not going
see
to
it
hear from me
everywhere.
ever again
Right.
after this show. So yeah.
Oh.
Basically, I think the on-screen acting thing is about to take off. That's all I'm gonna
Nice.
say. That's it.
Okay.
Ooh, all right.
Good teaser.
Well,
That was a good teaser. I liked it.
Yeah.
yeah, that works. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Stop right there.
Okay. Good.
Stop. Okay. So, but will you forget us after you go big, or
Not possible.
will you come back to the show?
Of course I will. Are you kidding me?
No. Well, listen, we sit in our basements and talk to you. I sit in a basement. Andy actually sits in his own office where it's
Right.
beautiful and sunny. I sit in a dark room by myself alone. And then my wife keeps going.
You sound like a radio pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like.
Yeah, right. So I'm used to being all by myself, and I'm just waiting, and hopefully I'm not alone someday.
Right.
But hey,
I love Sunday.
well, you know, the wife gets annoyed sometimes. So we got this little thing that we do every week, and I was wondering if you'd want to play.
Yes.
Random
Do I?
Questions of insanity.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed, but not really. But hey, yeah. So you want to play random questions of insanity with us? Because
100%.
we would love to play with you. The game. That's what it's about. So there's my graphic that I've been forgetting to do. I really need a board up.
Andy
So
knows why I'm chuckling. Yeah.
All right. Right.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's play the game.
I'm
Are there prizes? Do I get to win a prize? I'll be fucking excited.
I will get
It's okay.
you,
No, if you successfully pass random questions of insanity,
I will mail you stickers.
You will get stickers, but you also get first crack at coming back on the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Yes, that's what it is.
Are there no
Yes, I
wrong
like
answers in
that.
this though? I'm pretty sure.
There
That's
are
right. No, it's
wrong
totally
answers.
totally a Rorschach test of your personality. So
Okay. All right.
Okay, and I'm trying to get them to pull up, but they're not pulling up for some reason. So go into the backup, and random questions of insanity. Random questions of insanity. Yeah. All right. Oh, are you guys still here?
sorry, yeah, no, yeah. just whenever you're ready, Chief.
All right, here we go. I got first question, which you may or may not be able to get. What is your favorite James Bond film?
Or do you have one?
Do you even?
Okay, no, and that's
Yeah, I don't.
Perfect
been-
answer. Perfect answer.
I've seen
So-
them. I just don't know that I could tell you the names of them.
and that's
Wow.
no,
And I've
and that's
got
The
it's
one
like
with the guy
Star
going.
Trek
pew, pew,
movies.
pew.
Like I've got like Star Trek and Star Wars.
oh
if
now
we're being
okay
honest.
now I feel attacked.
Okay, now
no, it's
They're
okay.
good. Like
but-
I enjoy them.
All
Like
right.
I want to see them, but
Right. Well,
Uh-huh.
but this is our and this is just something that I've noticed. What? No, our female guests don't necessarily connect to James Bond like our male guests do. That's all.
female guests have lives, and they are not nerds.
And that's
like
all I'm
us.
saying. It's different for that James Bond franchise is different for guys than it is for girls.
There's
That's all
the
I'm saying.
disclaimer right there. Yes, we're nerds.
yes, we're
there it
nerds.
is.
Yeah.
I used to
Right.
do this thing pre-pandemic where like I'd be like, I just want to see a movie, and I would just take myself to the movie theater, and I'd be like, what, like whatever is playing next, that's what you have to see. So I had no expectation.
Oh wow.
And I think that's how I saw what's his name, James Bond. I think that's why I saw a James Bond film.
Okay.
Because I was like,
Oh.
I guess that's what's playing next. Same
Yeah.
with some like underdog sports films. I mean, they're all fantastic. No expectation. I would never have picked
Right.
them for myself, but I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's see
Yeah.
what we're doing. So
Well, again,
What's one movie that you saw like that just completely blew you away and you still remember it? And there isn't one. That's
it was
okay.
something about like it was something about basketball and like kids in
Okay.
the hood, and it was a long time ago.
Okay.
But I do remember, like, if I saw the title, I'd be like, yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a minute. I haven't been to the theater in a long time.
I actually may go this weekend to see Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
I do want to see that actually really bad. And I have
Let me just say that that's a movie that you need to see in the theater.
Yeah.
Like it's
okay.
It can be completely wasted on you if you watch it at home. So definitely go to a theater to watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, so she's like, okay. All right. So let's do the second one, which is one of our staple questions here. What is, and I know you have an answer for this, what is your favorite sandwich and what all is on it? Like from bread to bread, what's on it?
Peanut butter banana.
Oh, what kind of bread? What kind of bread?
I use Dave's Killer wheat bread.
Oh, nice.
Oh, which one? Which one?
The wheat bread. She said the
one.
wheat.
Yeah,
I know it's wheat. Yeah. But there's a seeded.
It's the green. It's the green one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's.
All right.
I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
I know there's like 3 or 4 different kinds. But okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: have you ever tried peanut butter, banana, and mayonnaise?
No, because mayonnaise is not a food group. Okay, it is disgusting and it does not belong anywhere near my mouth. It is not. It's not okay. I'm a little traumatized.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Listen,
So
you've
we've
been in the
unlocked.
food industry a long time, and you see a bucket of mayonnaise. It's not supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I fully get this. And
important note, don't say the M word to Maggie Mayfield.
Oh, we forgot to tell you the safe word is pineapple, by the way. So
yeah,
if ever gets to that point during these questions, let's go to let's see. All right, here's an easy one. What's better, ding dongs, ho-hos, Twinkies, or fruit pies?
Fruit pies. What is that? Gross.
You know, the cherry and apple.
What is it again? You said ding dongs, Twinkies are not as good as you remember. I tried one recently.
Okay. No.
Good.
Ding dongs.
Ding dongs. Aren't they the same thing? Oh, the ding dong is like the round.
Yeah, ding dongs are round. Ho-hos are like the little logs that look like poop. And then fruit pies.
I remember fondly ding dongs, but I couldn't tell you the last time I ate one.
Oh. Well, fine. Ding dongs it is.
And that's an acceptable answer. No, that's
ice
good.
cream. Okay, that's it. Don't keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
What flavor of ice cream?
I was going to say
all of them, but not like butter pecan and not pistachio. Those are not ice cream flavors.
Oh, right, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, but there. you walk into a 31 flavors. What do you go for?
It depends. If it's like so hot. Like so hot, I'm like vanilla and fruit all the way. Like
got it.
Fruit.
Okay.
But if it's cold out, I want chocolate. I want like moose tracks. Mint chip is also acceptable. But I'm a chocolate fanatic. I don't care. You could.
What about the chocolate peanut butter?
Yeah, shut up and take my money.
Right.
Hello. Let's go.
Right,
hello. I remember being a kid and discovering that and going, "Oh my God, Dad! I have chocolate and peanut butter. It's an ice cream." And it was a little slice of heaven. I remember. I'm going to go back to it now. Andy?
Yes. Okay. So next question here. What is the funniest way you've ever broken the law?
And you can at band camp?
You can plead the fifth if you need to.
Broken the law. The funny way? I don't know. When I moved to Texas, no, listen. So I used to live in California. My mom is still out there, and I'm a notoriously terrible sleeper. I don't sleep well. It is very difficult for me to fall asleep, to stay asleep. I don't sleep well, which is partly why I don't set an alarm. My mom knows that. And my mom is, God bless her heart, she is like a wonderful hippie, has been her entire life, like hugs trees and shit, and loves to partake in the devil's lettuce. So before it became legal in California, I would go visit and she'd be like, "Are you sleeping? Here, have some." And it would last me months, because I would do it very, very rarely. Then it became legal and she was like, "You can get your own." You can get your own. Well, now that I am here in Texas, it is not legal again. And so I find myself partaking in that more than I ever have.
Ah, okay.
So when I go back to California, I go stop at those shops and like stock up on a
Right.
bunch of stuff. And
Right.
Yeah, I find myself like panicking every time I go to LAX. Even though it's legal there, they don't care. I
Right.
check it. I put it in my makeup bag. They don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the dogs
every
come
time,
up and
like,
sniff, and
the
they're like,
dogs come
"Yeah,
up
it's
and I'm
good
like,
stuff."
Right.
It's fine. It's fine. Cool. You belong here. It's fine. Everything's cool. So I brought some for my very best friend who lives out here, and I was like, I traffic drugs for you, okay?
Don't ask who they were.
I know, and now they're mad. They're like,
Oh.
well, we don't smoke it. Like, can we like have edibles next time? Like, you don't even know the
Oh
anxiety
my
that I went through to bring this for you.
Yeah.
The things I went through. People were feeling me.
I
Weird.
slept for 4 hours on a plane. Yeah. When I got on, I was like, no one notices. I was like, now I just have to wait 4 hours to make sure no one on the other end is going to be mad. So,
Right.
but they don't check on the other end. They don't care. They don't
No.
care.
They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
welcome
They
to
figured
Texas.
you've already
Get out.
passed one security check.
Mhm.
You should be okay.
Right.
They should check the other end, though.
Right.
They should.
Shh.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
ideas. No ideas. No ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hey, you're a mad scientist. What scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue?
What? Okay.
All right.
I'm, like, mad at
Maybe you
this
need to get some
This
of those
feels like
edibles.
think. Right? What do I want to know? I feel like I'm supposed to, like, you know what I really want to know? Sunscreen feels like a conspiracy theory. Like, how does this shit work? I put it on every day, but it's like, how is this little
You
layer
still get burnt.
do it? Like, you do.
Yeah.
But like, I buy into it and I put it on,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How? Can't
And then
really
they
take
tell
it
you
apart.
you need to reapply it like every 15 minutes, and that's
Yeah.
how they get you.
Yeah.
Like that's how they get you.
Yeah.
That no,
So
I
you
agree.
Use, like, the whole bottle.
Right. Yeah. Total conspiracy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I'm right
It
there
is.
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the
That-
ones that say
Thank
they're
you.
waterproof, and they're like, "Yo, yeah, go swimming," and then, but once you get out, you have to put it back on again. It's like, every time I go to the diving board, I got to put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. It's really annoying.
They should get together with like L'Oreal or Maybelline or something with that waterproof mascara, because that shit does not come off ever.
Right.
Yeah, and then you got to buy a chemical to take it off from L'Oreal. So
Right.
that's called the hook. All right, Andy, throw us another one here.
Okay. You can interview any celebrity for 30 minutes. Who do you pick?
Taylor Swift. Hands down.
Okay.
Her and I are best friends. She doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
We're best friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
All
Or
right.
I would take Kim Kardashian. We would be friends too.
Okay.
Yeah. It's easy to hate the Kardashians. I know it's so easy because we're all on radio and we're like, oh, they're so dumb. But like, watch the show. Like,
No, there's a reason they've been on TV for what, 10 years now, 12
they're
years,
so
whatever it is.
positive
Yeah.
and wonderful. And like, yeah, their drama is a little out of touch with our reality, but like,
Right. Yeah.
they're lovely. They're lovely. We would be friends.
There, you sound like you're
I feel
trying
like
to
if
convince
any
yourself.
reason I'm going to get canceled, it's going to be because of that sentence right there.
Right.
That's why.
There are worse things to admit to liking than the Kardashians. That's
Okay.
no. Well, we
Yeah.
will let that one. Absolutely
thank you.
acceptable. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
We'll let that
My
one.
male
All right.
audience does not relate well to that one. Got it.
Right.
Which superpower would you not want? You could have any superpower, and then you're like, I don't want that one.
Flying. That's weird. Like, what are you gonna do up there? Just like, I don't know.
You
air
just be
is
above
different.
people. You're like, yeah.
Right. Like,
Pick things up,
what am I,
drop it
supposed
on
to show
people.
up? And also, I read Aesop's Fables. You know what I mean? That guy got too close to
Right.
the sun and his wings melted and he fucking died. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life. I'm good.
Right.
This isn't cool anymore. Put me down. They're like, well, you're in
I feel like
control.
that's also like one of those like razor scooters. Like, how do we control this? Like, how does it?
Right.
How do we move?
Yeah.
How do we maneuver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then if like, I'm a skateboarder and you watch somebody riding one of those in the skate park and then they eat it and you're like, yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah, falling is funny.
Well, falling on a scooter is funny.
Falling
No.
period is funny. I don't
Right.
care.
No.
It really is. It's slapstick. You're right. Okay.
Right.
You see those like every
So-
time there's an ice storm and you watch people like videotape people trying to
Oh
walk on
my
the ice.
God.
It's
Oh,
the best. It
yeah.
is.
Like
I can
every
sit
winter.
for hours. Every winter. Yeah.
Now, what's funnier, a person falling or an animal?
Yeah.
It's both. That's hard. That's hard. But they're both
You're like,
funny.
oh, the puppies. Think of the
I
puppies.
know.
Nah,
But then I
it's
think
funny.
but I think about it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Dogs slipping on the ice. It's funny. It's funny.
Andy, you got another one.
Yeah. So you can go back in time and steal any role from any actor you want, and it's yours. What role would you take?
Well, there's a few, but I think, man, if I could, we're gonna go way back in time. Do you remember
Okay.
Singing in the Rain? Do you remember that movie, Singing in the
Oh,
Rain?
yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Singing in the
Gene
rain.
Kelly. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the actress that plays it, but the Lena Lamont, the one with the terrible voice, she's like, I can't stand him. I want to do that so bad. So bad.
That's great.
If there's ever like a revival on Broadway, like I hope it's just far enough in the future where like I'm just famous enough. You know what I mean? Where,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, bring her in for an audition. Yep. Yeah.
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 I remember
great.
hearing her talk about this on a podcast once. Get her. That's the one we want.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No, that's
That was
awesome.
a great question. That was a great
Okay.
question.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Here it is. Here's our conclusion. You have
Yeah.
30 seconds to tell the world something. What is it?
Did my time start already? Oh no.
No. It starts when you start talking.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
It's
It doesn't have
your
to be
30
exactly
seconds.
what you would say. It just needs to be the subject of what you would be speaking on. Or
30 seconds to tell the world something. Anything I want to say.
yes.
I would say everything that you do in this lifetime is a choice. Everything that you do is a choice. And every choice you make is going to have a consequence. It could be good or it could be bad. But how you decide to choose to react to those consequences it's your choice. Everything in your life is your choice. You can control so much more than you think, as long as you are willing to face the consequences of your choices.
Right. And deal with it. Yeah.
And
Oh.
I think like that's super important to remember as
Yeah.
There. There you go. Yeah.
I think that's super important to remember as this country is feeling very broken right now
Yeah.
in light of recent news. So there are a lot of things we can't control, but what you can control is like how you choose to react to things and the choices that you make and dealing with the consequences of your choices. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dealing with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. Again, here it is. There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. There we go. Yeah. Well said, man. Well said. Well said. All right. So
I feel like it should have been funnier, but that's fine. It's
No,
fine. I'm gonna think.
no, that
You know
was-
what? You just like messed me up so hard. I'm gonna go to bed tonight and be like, oh, I wish I would have said this, or it would have been cooler if I said that. That's what you just did to me. So thank you. Damn it.
Hey,
All
it's what I
right.
do. It's what I do.
Yeah.
All right. So no, there are no wrong answers. Seriously.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
we've had people give silly ones, and then we've had people like we heard it. We're like, wow, my life is really insignificant now.
Right.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. So
Right.
that was a great answer. That's
Thanks.
Yeah, that
All
was
right,
really
it's
good.
fine. All right.
We're not being graded. Let it go.
Okay.
All right.
I can't. I'm a Virgo.
All right. So
Perfectionist,
oh
it's
God,
fine.
here we go. All right. Where are you going to be coming up here in the next couple of like this week? What do you got? I know you got to have that on the top of your head.
Yeah, I'm still here in Texas, kind of floating around all over Austin area doing some shows. But really, as soon as the 4th is over, then I hit the road, going to the Midwest. Going to be out all of July. So
right.
MaggieMayfield.com has all the dates.
Yeah, I was going to say, anybody looking to where she's going to be at, MaggieMayfield.com, MaggieMayfield. That's like a song. It sounds very poetic, and I'm going to
Thank
chant
you.
it all night long. Make sure you check
Don't
her
do
out,
that.
guys.
Your
Yeah.
wife will be so mad at you.
I know,
Right.
that's true. It's not hard. She's a patient woman though, and she loves me. YouTube, the song.
Yes. Listen, it's all right on the website. Don't complicate things. It's
Yeah,
right
there you
there.
go. Just go to the
MaggieMayfield.com.
website, MaggieMayfield.com. Check her
All
out.
the socials are right there.
All the videos, socials. Check her out. TikTok, lots of TikToks, which are just great. I love your little pop-ins on the TikToks and whatnot. So, and she's all over Instagram. So, and it's all right there, connected through her website, MaggieMayfield.com. Maggie, thank you so much. We want you back. So when you can, please let us know. And when you break your big news, we want to be one of the first people to know. I'm so not good at this.
You don't have to be. You're not supposed to be good at it.
I look like it's like a retarded worm, like trying to figure something out.
Well, no, yours just actually looks like a medical heart with all 4 chambers and like a pumping aorta and like it ooh.
it
100%.
just
So
looks
positive.
like 2 drunk elephants smashing together is what it looks like. Anyway, Maggie, thank you so much for being with us, and we love you so much. Awesome. You are the bestest ever. Get out there, rock and roll, do your thing, show the world what you got, and everybody, if she's in your town, go check her out. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Mayfield. She was amazing. Oh my gosh. I could not, I wanted to keep her on, but I know we were starting to run short on time there. I know she's got a show to do tonight, actually. Yeah. So that's going to be great. So, and hey, everybody who is checking her out on the social sites there, thank you so much for joining in on the chat and whatnot. If you are ever watching the show, make sure you can chat right here, just like Christopher did and many other people did. Just go to our socials, and we love having you all here. So thank you so much. Andrew.
Yes.
What's going on? You got Rum and Regrets this week coming up, correct?
Yeah, we do. We're going to nerd out and talk about that one movie that we love to talk about because that other show just completed. I won't say the name. And then, but we're also going to talk about The Boys on Amazon Prime. They're like 6 episodes in, and it's just a crazy season so far. So we're recording tonight.
That's just a crazy show, period.
It's so crazy, but it's so good because it's like it's not your typical. Like it's exactly what would happen if superheroes existed.
Yeah, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Exactly, and that's why we love it so much. So we're talking about that tonight. That's going to drop on Friday. So that's what's going on with us.
Beautiful. All right. Well, listen, we've got next week, we've got CJ Vecchio. He is a writer-director of...
so excited for this interview.
That's going to be cool. This movie he's doing is awesome. The Evil 3.
Yeah.
Who is it? Jason, Freddy...
Michael Myers, right?
And Michael Myers. And they're all in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what we're just going to have to wait and find out. We're going to have to let CJ tell us all about it. He's been involved in a lot of other things too. He's done some comedies and things like that. But this is his big event right now that's coming out, and that's going to be a lot of fun. The week after that, we're going to have country musician Donovan Crispin. He's a rising star up in the country scene, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you check that out. And we've also got the 4th of July coming up. So when you are out there shooting off fireworks, kids, be safe, be cool.
Yeah.
Don't get too nutsy and, set fire to things. All right. What else? What else we got going on? Hey, PJ's Coffee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Here, this is what their cups look like because they make delicious. I'm gonna say it again. The Papua New Guinea blend. Oh my gosh, or roast, I
Nice.
guess. Is it a
Yeah.
blend? Is it a roast?
No,
All I know
well,
is
it
it's
depends.
damn good. It's just damn good.
Typically, if it's a country, that's the bean that it's from. Usually, the blend will have a fun name, like, you know, stuff like it'll be weird, like it's the morning blend, or it's the, you know, the late afternoon roast, or something like that. And then, sorry, I worked.
I was
for
gonna say
Starbucks.
you worked at the evil corporate
Yeah,
Starbucks. And
I worked for them for 4 years. So, and I, as a manager, and I had to go to 2 weeks of classes just to be able to discern what's a bean, what's a blend, what's a roast, why is our coffee different? Like, you know, like espresso, is it a coffee or is it? Sorry, it's a whole other podcast. We can talk about coffee the whole time because I know about it.
We may.
Okay.
I'm actually probably going to go and do a little recording session up there at Old PJ's. So maybe we'll get all the news from Jill up at the Platte City location.
You know what?
She is the owner of the franchise up there.
Ask for a tasting, and they'll make you. They will French press you a bunch of different coffees and tell you all about them.
Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah.
No, that's happening now. So Jill, get ready. All the kids over at PJ's, get ready.
Yeah.
We want to thank again Colonel James Broadus. That's right, the Colonel with his wee beady eyes and his secret ingredients from the Advisor Facebook page. Thank you so much, Colonel James. We appreciate you. The Dead Campers on Spotify and SoundCloud. They're actually playing in Santa Cruz. I put it on our page.
Oh, nice.
They're playing live this weekend out in Santa Cruz, so make sure you check them out. Our friends over at the Associates Productions, our Roku channel. That's where you can see all our past episodes. Make sure you check them out. And if you're listening, go over to Good Pods and sign up and get on Good Pods and like and follow and subscribe us on there and Spotify. Other than that, that's it. Everybody have a safe, fun holiday weekend, and we will be with you next week with CJ Vecchio. In the meantime, for Mr. Andrew, for me, and my soundboard that's not working again for some reason, it quit working. So yeah, got that going on. Sure, got that going for me. There, we'll go back to the old indie music. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We love you. Be good to each other. Take care of each other. Don't forget, go to the Patreon site, Run to Stop It. We're looking for money to help stop human trafficking and child pornography. All right? That's what it's all about. So check it out on the Patreon site. We love you. Be good to each other. We'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace.